everyone. Welcome to Lose It Weight Loss and Nutrition. My name is Michelle and I'm a certified weight loss, nutrition, and diabetes prevention health coach. This week on my Facebook, I'm featuring recipes using one of my favorite ingredients, the Fage Greek yogurt. And I thought that I would make a video on this because I'm going to show you a few varieties in what I'm making today. I'm going to make some dips, and I'm also going to make a quick and easy cheesecake. So I get asked a lot why I choose the Fage Total Zero, and it's because of the texture. It has a firmer texture, and so when I use it in different recipes, its firmness holds up really well, especially when I'm working with dough. My second favorite would be the Chobani, and sometimes when you're making a dip or a pudding, it has thickening agents in it, and so the thinner Greek yogurts, non-fat, would work in those circumstances, but that's one of my favorites. I tend to buy this size because it's cost effective, but I know some of you are making these items just for one. And if that is you, you can also buy this in the individual serving container. And what's nice about these is that they don't go bad. They have a longer shelf life. So these are very easy to work with, and so if you prefer the individual, matter of fact, they're on sale right now for $1 each at my Kroger grocery store. So we're going to do some dips, and the yogurt is going to act as the base. As some of you already know, yogurt tastes a lot like sour cream. And so it makes it really simple to trade out when you're making the Lipton onion soup dip and the ranch dip. And so what we need to do is we need to find an amount that is to your liking. So with the ranch, it's 1 point up to, let's see here, up to for 1 tablespoon. 1 point for 1 tablespoon, but some people may need to use less. So I am going to grab just a tablespoon. Actually, I'm going to do half a tablespoon because I can always add more Greek yogurt. So I'm going to do half a tablespoon of the ranch, and I'm just going to stir this up. So let's say that you do this, and because we're adding these packets, that you find that the consistency is just a little too thick to your liking. Well, then what you can do is you can add some cashew milk, some non-fat skim milk. Sometimes I'll use the half and half because it adds a lot of creaminess to it and a creaminess flavor without a lot of points or calories. Look how simple that is. Now you have a nice ranch dip to go with all of your veggies in your veggie tray. No one is going to know the difference, and so I like to take all of these dips to functions and family get-togethers and bring some fresh vegetables cut up with it. The next one is we're going to use the Lipton onion soup, and this one again 1 point. And I'll have all the serving sizes and the points and the calories all figured out for you. And I'll put that in the description box and on my Facebook. By the way, if you'd like to join my Facebook, I will put that information in the description as well. So I'm going to add half a tablespoon of the Lipton onion soup mix. And I'm using about 4 ounces of the yogurt. If you're using the individuals, then you'll probably want to use the whole thing, which is 6 ounces. So again, you just want to adjust your ratio. Just make sure that you put in the amount so that you can figure out the calories and the macros and the points. So there you go. We have the onion dip, beautiful, ready to go. And here we have our ranch dip. Good to go. See the firmness and the texture of that? I really like that. And the next one we're gonna do is a clam dip. Now what's nice about the clam dip is it adds protein. And if you're going to dip some crackers of your choice, or you're going to dip some veggies, it's really nice getting that extra protein, especially if you're trying to keep that blood sugar nice and level and you are having some type of crackers, which we'll talk about in just a minute. So to my Fage, I'm going to add half of a can of clams. And half a can of clams is 1 point. And actually, I'm sorry, half the can is 0 points on the WW. It is 40 calories, 4 grams of carbs, 5 grams of protein, and 0.5 or little or no fat at all. So it's really nice getting that added protein. So I'm going to take a nice big teaspoonful of the clams, half of it, and I'm going to add some Worcestershire sauce, just a little bit there. I would say maybe half a teaspoon. And I'm also going to add some minced onion. Now you can use fresh minced onion, or you can use the dried. I'm gonna stir this up. See if I can find my minced onion here. There it is, minced onion. Okay, we're going to add a little bit of minced onion to it. And we're going to stir that up. This is one of my family's favorites, clam dip, except they usually dip the potato chips, but that's okay for them. So there you go, there is your clam dip. Now, in my opinion, I saved the best for last, and that's going to be a cheesecake. On the go, individual for one, and you just want something cool and refreshing, and you don't want to cook because it's summer and it's 90 degrees out. So this is the quick and easy version. So I have 4 ounces of my Fage. Again, if you have the individual, that's 6 ounces, absolutely fine, as a serving. And so what you're going to do is you're going to add sugar-free, fat-free cheesecake flavored pudding mix. Now this isn't always easy to find. So I have seen people use the vanilla flavor. I have also seen people use the jello, the lemon jello, or the lemon pudding. So you have some variety that you could use there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start off with a teaspoon, because you can always add more. Now, here's the important part when you're doing this. Now, I'm going to make it a full tablespoon. Now, 1/4 of the powder in the container is 1 point. So you have a lot to work with. If you can do less, great, but if you want to use the whole 1/4, then you can too. Now remember that this is a pudding mix. So what's going to happen is you're going to get, see, it's going to really thicken up. And so what you're going to do here is you're going to add your cashew milk, your almond milk, your skim milk. In this case, I'm using the fat-free 1/2 and 1/2 because I like the flavor of it. And I'm just going to add, if you stay under 2 tablespoons, it is 0 points. So I'm going to stir this up. And then I'm going to add some monk fruit. Because whenever you're making a pudding base or a cheesecake, you're always going to want, it's a dessert, so you're going to want to add your sweetener to it. I'm gonna give it a whisk too. Okay, so we're going to add some vanilla, which is gonna take some of that tartness away. Depending on how much you use. Oh, I'm making a nice big mess today. So I'm just gonna get a teaspoon of vanilla in there. And we're going to put in almost, not quite, a tablespoon of monk fruit, or the sweetener of your choice. Now we're gonna stir this up until it's nice and creamy. I'm gonna get my whisk. Let me get my whisk here. There we go. This will make it a lot better. Okay. Whisk that all up. Gotta put some muscle in it. Probably didn't pick the best bowl to use either, but you get the idea. Okay, so at this point, your cheesecake is 2 points. And that's gonna include the topping that I'm gonna show you in a minute. But if I put 1 square of a graham cracker at the bottom of my container, if you don't use the graham cracker, then it will be total 2 points. If you use the graham cracker, then it's gonna be 3. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to put in, top it with my cheesecake here. There we go. Swish it around a little bit. Okay, so on my Facebook group, you will see a recipe for some berries that I turn into a glaze. I do this every week, and I use it to top a whole bunch of things. If you use that, it is 0 points on WW, and it is 25 calories for regular. It's the same as regular strawberries per serving. So, but if you're in a hurry and you just want this really quick and easy and just as a refreshing dessert, I like to keep on hand the no sugar added cherry pie filling. And the no sugar added cherry pie filling, you can have 2 tablespoons as a serving. And let me see what I wrote on here for this. The cherries for 2 tablespoons, I want to say, oh, here it is. For 2 tablespoons is 1 point, 18 calories, 4 carbs, and 0 protein and fat. So, take my, actually I should use this one. Okay, so we're going to do 1, and we're going to do 2. And then I'm just gonna kind of spread that out. And then I'm gonna let it chill for a little while just to set up. And I'll put that in the refrigerator. Now with your leftover pudding mix and your cherries, of course, put it in a container. And I wanna show you the something that I found on Amazon, which I just love. I should have had my apron on, now I'm wiping it all over my clothes. But these are called Arteza. I think that's how you say it, Arteza. And these are water-based inks. They are non-toxic. And what you can do with these is you can label the top of your container or the side of your container with what's in it. Cheesecake. And then I'll put the date on it. And everybody can see what's inside your container, but it washes off. So you can put it in the dishwasher, you can wash it by hand, and that's gonna wash right off. I love these. There's 8 different colors in here, and you can get these on Amazon. They are metallic markers. It's made by Arteza, Arteza, I believe. Love these, use these all the time. Okay, so now I want to talk to you one last thing, and that's about what you're going to dip. When you set out the dip, of course, our very first choice would be our vegetables. But sometimes you want that crunch, and I totally understand that because I'm like that too. So Take your phone with you, get the Weight Watchers app, go to the grocery store, start scanning all kinds of crackers because you'll be amazed at what you find. One of my favorites is an ounce of pretzels along with my vegetables for dipping. Good Thins has a corn cracker that you can have 42 for a serving, and that's 130 calories, I want to say, and it is 3 WW points. But today, I found a gluten-free Good Thins, and I did not know that Good Thins even made a gluten-free, but they do. And this is a new flavor I haven't tried before, the jalapeno lime. But with this, it is 3 WW points. Every serving of these is 3 WW points and around 120 to 130 calories. It has 24 grams of carbohydrate, but you get 38 pieces. 38 pieces is a serving. So personally, if you're watching your glucose or your blood sugar, then I would stick to half of a serving. So that would be 18 crackers I would have as a serving along with my veggies. So scan, because I find a lot of really good crackers. And if you get a lot of pieces, more bang for your buck, then think about using half of a serving to lower those carbohydrates. Okay, everybody, you've got some dessert and you've got some appetizers. Again, I'm going to put my face group information in the description box. Please join us for a lot more recipes, support, and tips. I will continue this week to post on my Facebook group some more recipes using the Fage Total Zero. Thank you for joining me today. Bye-bye.